Hello, my lovely honey drops. I am here again with Keith.
Hey, what's up?
And Omega Man is still not talking to us, but he is still here. And we are in the Cyclops Saga today. This is only 4 songs. Last time it was 5. This is only 4 songs, and obviously we're going to be meeting the Cyclops. So, are we
Oh,
ready?
damn, I thought we were gonna meet the Scylla.
Damn, I mean, it really just be like that sometimes, you know?
Here, get me off this.
Damn. Sill's not till later. So, but this is Polyphemus. Ready?
Get it?
Over here. Look at all this food. Look at all these sheep. I can't believe this cave has all this for us to keep. I've gotta hand it to you both. This is quite the treat. There are enough sheep here to feed the entire fleet. It's almost too perfect. Too good to be true. Why would the Lotus Eaters pass up on all this food?
Now,
Oh.
before I show you the Cyclops design, I need you to know that it does not look like your typical Cyclops, but it has so much, like, little itty bitty, like, connections to later on in the show that if you remember who the Cyclops is and what happens later, you'll, know why it's important. But just, I want you to look at this design and appreciate it because it's terrifying and wonderful and I love it.
Alright. Oh.
Look at it. Oh, I love it so much. It's got like a crab head. I'm like, oh my god. And it's got like hoof feet, like horse feet.
We're just travelers.
Oh, it's so good.
We come in peace.
You killed my sheep. My favorite sheep.
Yeah, kind of fucked up a little.
What gives you the right to deal a pain so deep? Don't you know that pain you sow is pain you reap? Time to drink your blood over where you stand. Your life now is in my hand. Before I'm done, you will learn that it's not so fun to take. You came to my home to steal, but now you become my meal. A trade you see, take from you like you took from me.
There's been a misunderstanding. We never came here to steal. But now that I see we've done some damage, maybe you and I can make a deal. I'll give you our finest treasure. So long as we leave alive, you can keep the world's best tasting wine.
What do you think's in that wine? But what do you think of the design? Please tell me. What do you think of this?
It's damn good.
It's so good. Oh my god. Where's the
Like, it's so unnerving.
right?
Like,
It's so
um,
good. It's got like the horse feet and it's got like a crab head and these like really unnervingly long arms.
mhm.
Right? And when it comes
It's
into the cave and it's
God.
crawling,
Mhm.
like, oh my god.
Yeah,
And then like
like,
the way his face opens up before like, oh my god. Sorry, continue.
mhm. The I feel like a lot of like designs for Cyclops for
Cyclopses.
Cyclopses are like kind of just like generic giants with one eye,
Mm-hmm.
which I mean those are fine and
Mm-hmm.
all,
Mm-hmm.
but like the whole point is to draw attention to the eye, but like this has so much more going on
Mm-hmm.
while also still doing that.
Mm-hmm.
Like
Yeah.
it just looks so much more monstrous and fearsome in ways that in ways that are like entirely unique to it,
Mm-hmm.
because it's because like Polyphemus is also just like not very, he doesn't look overly muscular or like
Right.
fat,
Right.
or like um and like obviously, you know, as I said before, like a lot of Cyclopses,
Cyclopses.
was
That's
it?
how I say it.
All right, a lot of Cyclopses are just like, you know, generic giants, and so they are just kind of tending towards being like large and muscular and
Mhm.
muscular and or just fat, because like that's just like how a lot of giants are portrayed.
Mhm.
This reminds me, like he's gangly. He's like not thin, but like lanky in a very unnerving way.
Right. Also,
like,
Mega Man says that Cyclops might also be the plural, like moose.
oh yeah, fair enough.
I like saying Cyclopses.
Fair enough. But it's so jarring in like the most horrifying ways possible. It reminds me of a lot of like horror monsters, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Like say Wendigo in like Until Dawn,
Right.
or or other similar media.
Mm-hmm.
And ooh, it's, and like it still draws attention to the eye because of how just straight imposing that it is, and the fact that it's just glowing.
Right. I love the
big
glow.
Eye of Sauron vibes.
Yes. I love, well, and we're going to see it again, but I love when you can see Odysseus in the reflection of the eye.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's so cool. But I love that you have like the crab head and the hooves, and like something that I think is really also really interesting is that I'm pretty sure in human, like us humans, as you get taller, the harder it is to keep fat.
Mm-hmm.
And so I think with him being so tall and him being so lanky, I think that makes a lot of sense.
Right.
Even if it wasn't intentional. But like the fact that even when he's leaning back, his arm can reach almost his entire foot is terrifying.
Right.
And
it's, yeah, it's so genuinely jarring because like regular humans have longer legs than we have arms.
Right.
So
to flip that is, and also like the fact that when he came into the cave, he was like crawling on his hands, and like I don't know if you saw his hands. We can go back a little bit, but
yeah, no, the hands are horrifying.
Yeah,
I still love them.
Like they're lanky. Like, oh, first of all, the "Who are you?" and then just like that is so good. Oh my god, it's so good. And then just like, oh my god, I love it. 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 Just oh my god, I love it. Like the look at that fucking hand. Look at that hand. Look at that squid fucking hand. God, I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Anyways, let's actually finish the song. We haven't even finished the song. We can talk more about how much we love the Cyclops design as soon as we're done with the song. But it's so good.
You came to my home to steal, but now you become my meal. A trade you see, take from you like you took from me.
There's been a misunderstanding. We never came here to steal. But now that I see we've done some damage, maybe you and I can make a deal. I'll give you our finest treasure, so long as we leave a A trade you see, gift from you and a gift from me.
The gulping, fucking.
I'd like to thank you, stranger.
What's his name, Keith? Do you remember the story?
Nobody.
Mm.
I don't know. I don't know what his name is.
My name is nobody, nobody, nobody.
He has little horns. I love that. I love that the Winion makes it look like he's got little horns, like little devil horns, because he's being all devious and shit.
Right.
It's so good. And I love this part.
I'm so glad we see eye to eye.
Yes, you shall
Look at themselves.
the final man to die.
What? Watch out!
No, 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 no. What? Wait, no, ah, go back. No, I want to talk more about Polyphemus. The fucking way that his like head opens up. I love it. I love it so much. It's so creepy, and I think that just
Right.
adds to it, like the fact that because like I keep saying, his head looks like a crab. And so
Yeah,
for like them to like pull back to like help open his mouth is just I love it. I love it.
It reminds me of have you ever seen the inside of a lamprey? Don't look it up.
I wasn't planning on it, but I think I know what you're talking about.
It's not exact, but it is kind of
Like that.
The mouth reminds me of that, yeah.
See, when I first saw it, I thought it reminded me kind of like a kraken.
Yeah,
That's kind of the vibe I got.
that's fair.
So, but yeah,
A beak would have been interesting, but
you know, a beak would have been interesting for a Cyclops, I think. You know what would be really cool for a Cyclops design is to give them a beak and then have their hair be tentacles.
right.
I think that would be super cool. But
It's wild if I can see this design actually in Fate too.
yes, I love it. It's so good. But here's the thing: if this was in Fate, it would be robotic,
It would be robotic, true.
and I think that would make it even. I think that would be very interesting. Okay, what are your thoughts on Polyphemus?
Oof.
The next one, by the way, the next song that we're gonna watch is by the same artist, so we get to see this design again. And then after that, it's a different artist, so we do get to see a more quote unquote like traditional Cyclops in the song after the one that we're about to listen to.
Right.
So just fun fact of the day. So obviously gore and flashing, so you know, everyone be mentally prepared for that.
Okay.
Obviously, the last thing to be said was that Odysseus was going to be the final man to die. So, oh boy. And I love that we start with the Greek choir chanting the more traditionally Greek way to say Polyphemus, which is Polyphemus. I love it. So good. Ugh.
My brothers, the rest of our fleet, they wait at the beach, and if we're defeated, their good is dead. Straight ahead, that is who we're.
I love this shot. This shot is so good. I love it.
Man.
It's so fucking good.
Fighting. No backup, no chance for support, so draw out your sword. Our foe must be thwarted right here and now. Show me how.
Now, I want you to notice that the glare was on his glasses, but not in his eyes. And I want to know, when we get to the end of the song, I want to know your theories on why that is. So
All right.
Great is your will to survive. 600 lives at stake. It's just one life to take. And when we kill him,
if it would pause like a fucking like, why? I wanted to pause on the fucking baby. It's just one life to take.
Oh man.
To show and then showing the baby, I think is like 600 lives at stake. It's just one life to take. Like, oh god, like that's some shit. What are your thoughts on that? And when we kill him, our journey is over.
That's what you think, buddy.
See, but here's the thing. Does he kill him?
no dying on me now. Defeat is not allowed. We must live through this day, so fight, fight, fight. Surround him. Attack from behind. Keep distance in mind and stay in his blind spot and strike his heels. Strike the heels. Show him that we're deadly. Exhaust him. Don't let him get close. He's strong but he's slow. He can't land a blow if we're out of reach. Find a breach. Stand up and fight for your lives.
No, the win, you know.
Push
Fucking Levi. Fucking Levi Ackerman. I love it. I love it so much. Just the fucking Levi Ackerman as he fucking swings like he's like, because he looks like a titan. I love it. I love this. This is probably one of my favorite animatics, like hands down.
Oh, for sure.
I'm already gonna tell you, this is my favorite song in this saga, because it doesn't, I feel like the Cyclops saga doesn't get enough love. Okay,
Yeah.
I feel like a lot of people that I've seen, like, they don't like this saga as much, and like, to be fair, I kind of understand it, but at the same time, I feel like these songs are so good. Like, I feel like they deserve some more love.
Enough.
Oh,
He's got a club. He's got a club! What are our orders? Captain! Captain!
how we feeling?
Oh.
Did you how many people did you think were gonna walk out of this?
Yeah, that's fair.
What I think is very interesting is that some people who don't know about the Odyssey, they are so heartbroken when Polyphemus dies, which I just find interesting. I mean, I get it. He's a very cute character. I think he's just an absolute cutie pie. But he does not make it that far into this.
No, he doesn't, right?
This show. And I do appreciate, like, I do love the fact that there are side characters that get a lot of love. But there's a part of me that's just like, he does not make it that far, guys.
You've heard me enough. 600 lives I'll take.
So I want to know your theory on the eye glowing stuff and why theirs are glowing and Polites has it on his glasses. I want to know your theory on this before I share mine. And your overall just feelings on this song.
Well, it's a damn good song.
I think Survive is such a good song, but because Polites fucking dies in it, not a lot of people like it, and I think it deserves more love. But do you have a theory on the glasses?
So I mean, the sort of glare to like not reaching his actual eyes is that he does not want to fight. He does not want to fight. If anything, he probably just wants to tell Odysseus, let's get the hell out of here, man. And not, risk the lives of everyone here trying to kill Polyphemus.
Right.
And so he's not exactly as in it as everyone else is right now.
See, that's my thought, but also something else, because I feel like there's I guess an animatic motif, I could call it, where a lot of people, especially when Odysseus does anything like quote unquote like monstrous, they give them glowing eyes. And like, especially when you like in like The Horse and the Infant and Just a Man, like when he looks at himself in the mirror in Just a Man and that shadowed version shows up and it's got the white eyes, right?
I see.
I feel like a lot of animatics, now obviously you haven't watched as many animatics as I have, but but I feel that it's the almost like Ares monster. Not to say that Ares is a monster, but it's that side of war coming out, right? But Polites literally just had a song about open arms like not too long ago. And so all he wants is he just wants to get home safe. He doesn't want to hurt anyone. He wants to survive, but to do it in this way, like, even, I don't know if you noticed, but there's a part right here, if it'll click, where he grabs his sword and then throws it away,
right?
Because he doesn't want this. And so I think all of the glare, it doesn't properly reach his eyes because it's all of the monsters around him glare, like that glow is glaring off his glasses. So it's their light popping off him.
Right.
And so that's my little theory. Because just like everyone in that one shot, like all of their eyes are glowing because I feel like it's like that bloodlust, right? And there are quick little blue dolphin, but you've seen the King Kong movie, right?
Yeah, I've seen.
I'm pretty sure we watched it together.
Oh, Kong Skull Island.
Okay. Yeah, Kong Skull Island.
Yeah.
There's like all of those guys, all of those people that were in the army, they were gonna go home, but their commander still had that war bloodlust in him. So he went to Skull Island because he didn't want the war to be done. Now, obviously, I don't think that's how it is for all of them, but I feel like that is similar, where they're like, they just ended their war, but they still have that mentality of war. And that's why we have this eye glow. But that's my little theory. But yeah, and I feel like Survive deserves more love. I don't know why I did that. Don't look at my Firefox. But now Polyphemus has passed out, and we are on to Remember Them. Now I want you really quickly before don't play anything. I want you to tell me what kind of vibe you think this song is gonna have. The song is called Remember Them. What kind of vibe are we going in with, do you think?
This is probably going to radically change at some point, but probably something kind of solemn.
Like what instrument do you think it's gonna lean more? Like lean with?
Strings.
Okay.
Maybe some woodwinds.
Okay.
But probably it's probably going to radically change at some point. So,
All right, cool.
Let's see. Who knows?
All right, this is Remember Them, and this is the one that's by a different artist than the two previous ones we watched. Good play. There we go. It played.
Oh.
We must move quickly. We don't have much time. He didn't notice I mixed lotus in his wine.
So what do we think? That is such a hard, I feel like a lot of people, they're like, oh, Remember Them, it's gonna be like a very we have to remember them sort of thing, very pray for their souls type of stuff, because you can't take these bodies back to Greece. There's I'm sure you know this from the story of Medea, but to be lost at sea is the worst way to go in Greek in the Greek culture, because you can't have the coins pressed on your eyes, you can't have a proper burial, you are just gone. Your soul is to wander.
Right.
You've got nothing. And so the best they can do is remember them. That's the best they got. Because they can't take all of these dead bodies that have especially some of them, in the previous song, the stalactites fell on some of them. You can't take those bodies back. They're not going back. So
Mark my words now. This is not the end.
But Captain, what do we do with our fallen friends?
Remember them when the fire begins to fade. For the fallen and afraid, we are not to let them die in vain. Remember them, we're the ones who carry on. The flames of those are gone, and our comrades will not die in vain. I need all our hands on this club. This is how we're getting out of here. Use your swords to sharpen a stub and turn it to a giant spear. Let's kill him. His body is blocking the path. If we kill him, we'll be stuck in.
can I just say really quickly, do you know what this song gives me the vibe of?
What?
Kiritsugu.
Freaking boats.
It gives me the vibe of Kiritsugu. This feels like the type of remember them vibe that he would give for his teacher and all that. This feels very Kiritsugu to me.
It's just one life.
It's just one life. Oh boy.
So many people on the earth against you two. That's why I have to kill you.
Oh my
Save the
god.
world.
Here, hold on. Let me back up because we were talking and I did. So they're gonna take the club that he had and they're going to sharpen the stub of it.
Giant spear. Let's kill him. His body is blocking the path. If we kill him, we'll be stuck inside.
Captain, where do we attack him?
We gotta stab him in the eye.
Yes, sir. Remember them when the fire begins to fade.
Let's grab the sheep and away we go.
Have you forgotten the lessons I taught you? He's still a threat until he's dead. Finish it.
No.
Thoughts?
That's gonna bite him, isn't he? It's
It's not over. The song isn't over. We still got a minute.
No? What good would killing do when mercy is a skill more of this world could learn to use? My friend is dead, our foe is blind, the blood we shed, it never dries. Is this what it means to be a warrior of the mind? Don't! Hey, Cyclops! When we met, I led with peace, while you fed your inner beast. But my comrades will not die in vain. Remember them. The next time that you dare, choose not to spare. Remember them. Remember us. Remember me. I'm the reigning king of Ithaca. I am neither man nor mythical. I am your darkest moment. I am the infamous Odysseus.
So what are our thoughts?
Yeah, that's gonna bite him in the ass.
Now, I will go back to one of the previous songs of, and when we kill him, our journey's over.
Mm-hmm.
If he had killed him, would his journey be over?
Yeah. Probably. But, oh well.
And here's the thing that bites him in the ass is that he says, I am Odysseus. Like, he's like, yeah, this is me. If he had just left and been like, I am nobody, if he had, like, because, spoiler to anyone who's watching, which really, I feel like everyone knows this, and if you don't,
Spoilers to the Odyssey.
spoilers to the fucking Odyssey, that Polyphemus is the son of Poseidon. He goes and cries to his dad. If he had went and cried to his dad and was like, nobody hurt my eye, but like, he would have been like, what the fuck are you talking about?
Mm-hmm.
And probably would have known nothing. But Odysseus was like, I'm Odysseus, and that's what really fucked him in the ass. So, anyways, the next song is called My Goodbye, and this next song also goes really hard, and I think the artist who did this is also the person who did who's done most of, I'm pretty sure also did the Polyphemus, and I'd have to double check, but definitely did Open Arms.
Mm-hmm.
I think yes, they also did Polyphemus and Survive. But like I said, I think this song, the way that they draw everything, really stands home, like goes home with the reality marble thought with quick thoughts, and you'll see why, but that's like the best way I can explain it. And also, like, the art in this is so good. God, I love art. I love animatics. Ugh, I love theater.
You were reckless, sentimental at best. That's not a teaching of mine. You've grown soft. Your dead friends can attest.
Hey,
Put your emotions aside. You're a warrior, mentally
That's rude. Right? to turn into, to not only be like your dead friends can attest, and then to turn into Polites. That's so rude. Ma'am. That's so rude.
side. You're a warrior, mentally at the rest. I don't know where I went wrong, but I warned ya, and you failed the test. So now I'm gone this way. You'll know what your place is this way. You can't cross the line this way. When all is over, you'll
which is like such a thing to say to a god, right? To be like, oh yeah, you're also a piece of shit, to someone who could literally like crush you. But like oh my god, Odysseus, honey, please, sweetheart.
Every time someone dies, I'm left to deal with the strain. What's a title that he got his land? If I'll never sleep at night, I'll remind you I saw you as a friend. But now we're done this way. You're out of my head now. This way, you won't plague my life. This way, when all is done, you're out of sight and out of mind. This way, you get what you wanted. This way, you can save your time. This way, you close the door and have your damn goodbye.
You're not looking for a mentor, I'm not looking for a friend. I mistook you for a general, what a waste of effort spent.
At least I know what I'm fighting for while you're fighting to be known. Since you claim you're so much wiser, why's your life spent all alone?
Right? Right.
Yikes.
Like, that's a big yikes. I mean, he has some very good points, right? Of like, yeah, you're immortal, but you tell me to do things, and I have to deal with the PTSD, ma'am. You get to roll the dice, and then I'm forced to move and do things. But just that.
I am the rat in your maze.
Honestly, like, that's literally what he's saying. And but the, like, if you claim you're so much wiser, why's your life spent all alone? Damn. Like, damn. So good. Like, oh, it's so good. God, I love it. Ugh.
You're alone!
One day you'll hear what I'm saying. One day you might understand. One day, but not today. For after all, you're this day you sever your own head. This day you cut the line. This day you lost it all. Consider this as my goodbye. Consider this as my goodbye. This is my goodbye. Consider this as my goodbye. This is my goodbye.
Also, I love the way that they portrayed it, of her trying to, like, call out to him to, like, get a response, but him just, like, ignoring her
Right.
and just being like, nope, no, I'm done. I'm not gonna listen to the gods anymore. This isn't my thing. You're, like, we're not doing this. It's not happening. I love that. I love it. I love it. I love it. Because, and, like, the fucking shadows of, like, their past together, of, like, different parts of their life. Like, you can see, like him, like, this, and, like, with the dog, and her following, and it's just, it's so good. And then, at the end, he's covering his ears. And then something that they add to the end that I really, really love is it's just an owl flying overhead and then disappearing. And then there's a feather. And then I believe that's... that's it. That was the Cyclops saga. So what are our thoughts?
Yeah. No, damn good.
Okay, I know we've only done 2 sagas right now, but which one do you currently like more? The Troy saga or the Cyclops saga? Because I know that each saga kind of has their own vibe, to be fair.
Right.
But I want to make sure I just like asking questions.
Fair enough. Uh, okay, so this is about where my knowledge of the Odyssey ends.
Is after
so-
the Cyclops.
Yeah, after the Cyclops is blinded, um, and then Polyphemus tells Poseidon, about what Odysseus did and blah blah blah,
Mm-hmm.
and you know, Google Maps suddenly increases the time on his route back to Ithaca to by what 10 years?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So he basically
is it 10 years?
Yes, it is. It is 10 years. Yeah. Yeah, he basically he leaves home for 20 years. He does not see Ithaca for 20 years.
Right.
How fun.
Yeah. As far as sagas are concerned, I think I actually do kind of prefer the Cyclops saga.
Mhm. Which one was your favorite song?
Uh, it's a tie between Polyphemus and Survive again.
Right.
Survive is really good.
I love Survive. Survive needs more love.
Mm-hmm.
And I love the animatics for both of them.
Mm-hmm.
So good. Ugh, so pretty. I think my favorite animatic is Polyphemus, but my favorite song is Survive.
Right.
In my personal opinion.
Mm-hmm.
I think both of them are very good. But animatic, Polyphemus, because that introduction to him slaps.
Oh, for sure.
So good. And then Survive is just an absolute banger. So. And you said it's a tie song-wise for Polyphemus and Survive, you said?
Right, yeah.
Right, okay. Any other thoughts you want to give on the Cyclops saga before I end our recording?
Man. The Odyssey is really good.
Also, can I tell you...
I should read the rest of it.
Can I tell you something really funny? I meant to change the background to us watching the videos, and I forgot like a dingus.
Oopsie daisy.
Oopsies. It's fine. I'll just save it for something else. It's fine. Because I was like, oh, each saga can have a different background, and like a dingleberry, I forgot to change the background. Oops. Well, either way, I hope that everyone has a wonderful day or a night wherever you are in the world. Obviously, if you guys could be ever so kind as to give some love to Keith and to Omega Man, and I'm sure that you guys forgot that he was here, but he is in his little corner. So, like I said, have a good day or night. Please subscribe, like, leave a comment, and I'm gonna go buzz off. Bye, guys!
Later, gamers.
Car battery!